sovereignty, the independence, the dignity of Venezuela. There are very few countries in the world today that have been slandered like Venezuela is being slandered, that have been seen attempts to destabilize them like Venezuela is being destabilized today. Venezuela has been undergoing over 900 sanctions over the last 10 years. It is the most sanctioned country in the world today. And leading this onslaught on Venezuela is the government of the United States. That feels Latin America and the Caribbean under the Monroe Doctrine is their backyard. Nobody should decide to do anything there without their authority, without their permission. Everything that goes on in that part of the world should be according to their desires. In 1998, Comandante Hugo Chavez won the elections. And in 1999 began the Bolivarian Revolution to change a system that pertained in that country, that robbed that country of its resources for hundreds and hundreds of years. The Venezuelan people never benefited from the oil of that country. Venezuela has got the largest reserves of oil in the world. Those reserves of oil benefited the United States and their agents, the oligarchies of Venezuela. The Chavista revolution, the Bolivarian revolution, initiated and led by Hugo Chavez, reversed that, or attempted to reverse that. What happened? After being democratically elected, defeating the rich, the billionaires who the United States sponsored or worked with, without money, without anything, Comandante Chavez was toppled in an American-led coup in 2002. But the Venezuelan people brought him back. The coup failed. In 2012, I had the privilege, in the company of General Obasanjo, to monitor the last elections in which Comandante Hugo Chavez participated. I'd never seen such a system of elections in the world. Even at that time in 2012, that was the best electoral system in the world that I've ever seen. And this was confirmed by the Carter Center. It's a system that has 5 audits integrated into it. It's tight proof. You can't rig that system. Chavez won those elections. A year later, he died. But still those elections, despite being approved by all those who monitored them, the United States verified, denounced those elections. Venezuela in the last 25 years has held 31 elections. And the Chavistas lost 2 of those elections. They lost a referendum to amend the constitution under Chavez. They accepted the defeat. They lost congressional elections a year after Maduro was elected, in elections that they never accepted. The Chavistas accepted their defeat. The Americans and their agents in Argentina and in the world have never accepted any elections won by either Comandante Chavez or President Maduro. But Venezuela is not the first country in which, when left-wing progressive governments or parties have won elections, the Americans have never accepted. Allende, with his Socialist Party, won the elections in Chile. Shortly after that, the Americans toppled him, killed him. It's not about elections in Venezuela. Let's not be cheated.
It's not about democracy.
It's not about democracy in Venezuela. Let's not be cheated or allow ourselves to be cheated. It's about the immense oil resources of Venezuela and the strategic position the Bolivarian Revolution occupies in Latin America and in the global south. That worries them. What they don't want is the example of Venezuela. What they don't want is the path, the independent path that Venezuela is taking. It has got nothing to do with elections. It's about not wanting the Chavistas and their Bolivarian Revolution